Hare Krishna, Danvat Pranam. Welcome everyone to Vani Amritvani program. Today on the auspicious occasion of Chetan, today on the auspicious occasion of God Purnima, Her Grace Rupavati will be giving the transcendental words of wisdom. Her Grace Sadhu Sevni Mataji will be reading the Namamrit followed by Prabhupada quote. Then His Grace Satya Hari Prabhuji will be reading the Prabhupada Leela Amrit. Then Radha Karuna Mataji will be reciting the shlokas. Hare Krishna, Danvat Pranam, welcome everyone.
Hare Krishna, Dandat Pranam to all. Sri Nam Amrit, the nectar of the holy name. The devotees publicly preach the importance of the Hare Krishna mantra. However one is situated, one should have the determination to go out and preach Krishna consciousness. The endeavor should at least be there, and one who so attempts to preach renders the best service to the Lord. Despite opposition, one may attempt to elevate people to the highest standard of self realization. One who can actually see the truth, which is in the trance of self realization, cannot just sit idly. Must come out. Ramanujacharya, for instance, declared the Hare Krishna mantra publicly. He did not distribute it secretly for some fee. Recently, an Indian yogi came to America to give some private mantra. But if a mantra has any power, why should it be private? If a mantra is powerful, why should it not be publicly declared so that everyone can take advantage of it? We are saying that this Hare Krishna Maha Mantra can save everyone, and we are therefore distributing it publicly, free of charge. The devotees are preaching without charge, declaring in the streets, parks, and everywhere. Here is the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Come on, take it. The path of perfection. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, should I read?
Yes,
Okay.
Prabhuji.
Prabhupada quote, 3rd March. Always remember Krishna, who is your dearmost friend, and always serve him just to please him. And he will give you all intelligence how to be the first class devotee. Letter to Mr. DDD, March 3, 1970. Hare Krishna. Prabhupada Lilamrit. Srila Prabhupada, I wanted as much as possible to get her to work with me in spreading Krishna consciousness, to get her help. But she was very determined. She wouldn't help me in spreading Krishna consciousness. So finally, after many years, I could understand she would not be any assistance to me. She was very attached to drinking tea. I was always telling her not to drink tea because I wanted to have a nice Vaishnav family. So, although I was repeatedly telling her, this time I finally said, we have to choose between me and or tea. Either the tea goes or I go. In this way, I was even criticizing my own family, but because they were thinking I was the husband or father, they couldn't take my instruction seriously. So she replied, give up tea drinking and give up my husband. Well, I will have to give up my husband. Then, of course, she thought I was joking. Hare Krishna. Bhagavad Gita 18.41. ब्राह्मण क्षत्रिय वैश्य शूद्राणाम से परंतप कर्माणि प्रविभक्तानि स्वभावे प्रगुणे वैर्गुणे. Translation. Brahmanas, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas, and Sudras are distinguished by the qualities born of their own natures in accordance with the material modes of O austerist, cherisher of the enemy. Srimad Bhagavatam 4.16.16. दृढ़वते सत्य संधो ब्रह्मणो वृद्धे सेवके शरण्ये सर्वभूतानां मानदो दीन वत्सले. Translation: the king will be firmly determined and always situated within truth. He will be a lover of the Brahmanical culture and will render all services to hold men and give shelter to all surrendered souls. Giving respect to all, he will always be merciful to the poor and innocent. चैतन्य चरितमृत मध्य लीला 5.147 चलिते चलिते प्रभु अइला अथर नाला तहान असी प्रभु कुछ किछु बहिया प्रकाशिला. Translation: thus walking and walking, the Lord eventually arrived at the place known as Atharanala. Arriving there, he expressed his external consciousness, speaking to Sri Nityanand Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Dand Pranam to all.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Shri Shri Radha Ras Bihari ki jai, Shri Shri Sita Ram Lakshman Bhakta Hanuman ki jai, Shri Shri Gaura Nitai ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai, His Grace Rupavilas Prabhu ji ki jai, His Grace Kaustubh Krishna Prabhu ji ki jai, all glories to assembled devotees. Morning chanting program ki jai. Namamrit. Srila Prabhupada explained that however one may be situated, one should have the determination to preach Krishna consciousness. Why? Because one who attempts to preach renders the best service to the Lord. Preaching does not necessarily mean standing on a stage. Preaching means compassion. Preaching means caring enough about others what we want them to receive the highest benefit, that is self realization. So one has who has seen the truth cannot remain silent. Just like if a house is on fire and we know the exit, we will not keep it secret. We will shout, "Come this way, save yourself." Similarly, the Hare Krishna Mahamantra is not private property. It is not meant to be hidden. So Srila Prabhupada gives here the example of Ramanujacharya. Although he was instructed to keep the mantra confidential out of compassion, he publicly declared it so that everyone could be delivered. That is the heart of a Vaishnava. Compassion over selfishness. In Kali Yuga, people are suffering anxiety, confusion, distraction, material struggles. The holy name is the simplest and most powerful solution. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. If a mantra has power, why should it be private? If medicine can cure, why should it be locked away? The devotees distributed the holy name freely, everywhere, without charging anything. So this shows that spiritual wealth increases by sharing. But before preaching externally, we must preach internally. Our mind must be engaged. Even if we are far from a temple, we can always chant, we can always remember, and the mind can become an altar. So when we chant sincerely, our heart becomes purified, our intelligence becomes clear, and our compassion increases. And naturally, we want benefit to others. So the real qualification to preach is to scholarship, it is sincerity. So, if we deeply appreciate the holy name, sharing it becomes natural. So, Srila Prabhupada teaching us that the Hare Krishna Mahamantra is the greatest gift. It is universal, it is free, it is powerful, and it is meant for everyone. So, let us become instrument in distributing this nectar through our chanting, our kindness, our words. Hare Krishna. Prabhupada quote: this instruction is very simple yet very deep. Always remember Krishna, who is your dearmost friend, and always serve him to please him, and he will give you all intelligence how to be a first class devotee. The first sentence, the essence of bhakti. Krishna is our dearmost friend. In this world, friendship change. People may misunderstand us, forget us, or leave us, but Krishna never leaves us. In the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says that he is the well wishing friend of every living entity. He is seated in our heart as Paramatma. He knows our struggle, our desire, even our silent prayers. So, when we truly understand that Krishna is my closest friend, remembrance becomes naturally, not forced. The next line, serve only to please him. Here, Prabhupada says, Serve him just to please him, not to impress others, not for recognition, not for position. So, pure devotion means intention matters more than action. And even a small service done with sincerity attract Krishna's mercy. A simple offering, a heartfelt kirtan, attentive chanting, when done to please him, becomes perfect. And Krishna gives intelligence. This is the most comforting part. We do not become first class devotee by our own power. Krishna gives the intelligence. In the Gita, he says, to those who are constantly devoted, I give the understanding by which they can come to me. So, our qualification is not brilliance, it is sincerity. So, when we try to remember Him, He guides our decision, He purifies our motive, He strengthens our determination, He protects us from deviation. So to become a first class devotee is not about status, it is about relationship. So always remember Krishna is my dearmost friend and I serve only to please him and he will give me the intelligence to progress. This instruction is simple enough for a child and deep enough for a lifetime of meditation. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada Lila Amrit. So this incident reveals the depth of his determination and his upcoming commitment to Krishna consciousness. His determination in service. Srila Prabhupada explained that he wanted his wife to assist him in spreading Krishna consciousness. He desired a Vaishnav family atmosphere, but she was not inclined to support his mission. This shows something very important. A pure devotee's priority is always service to Krishna. Family life is meant to support spiritual advancement. When it does not support, a devotee faces a serious internal struggle. So Prabhupada was not being harsh, he was being clear about his life purpose. So here he took an example of tea incident. That is a symbol of attachment. So the discussion about tea may seem small, but actually it represents something deep. Tea was not just tea, it symbolizes material attachment. Prabhupada repeatedly requested her to give it up because he wanted a pure Vaishnav household. Finally, he said, you must choose me or tea. And she replied she would give up her husband. So this moment reveals two things, the power of material attachment and second, the intensity of Prabhupada's renunciation. For him, Krishna consciousness was non negotiable. So, when one is serious, Krishna arranges. Later in life, when Prabhupada left home and fully dedicated himself to preaching, Krishna opened the door of the whole world. What his family did not support, the world embraced. So, this teaches us if we are sincere and determined, Krishna will arrange everything. Sometimes obstacles come even from close relationship. But if our purpose is pure, Krishna give strength. So Srila Prabhupada chooses Krishna over comfort. He chooses mission over convenience. He chose eternal service over temporary attachment. And because of that one pointed determination, today millions of people are chanting Hare Krishna all around the world. So let us pray for even a fraction of that conviction in our own life. Hare Krishna. Bhagavad Gita 18.41. Here Krishna is summarizing the entire Gita. He explains Varnashram Dharma, the scientific division of society. That is very important point. That these divisions are based on qualities, guna, and work, that is karma, not birth. So this is often misunderstood that every person has natural inclination. Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. Brahman inclined toward knowledge, teaching, purity, wisdom. And Kshatriya, leadership, protection, courage, administration. And Vaishya, business, agriculture, cow, protection, trade. And Shudra, service, assistant, and craftsmanship. So Krishna says they arise from Swabha, one's nature, shaped by the three modes, Sata, Raja, Tama. So this is psychological and spiritual, not social discrimination. So society functions peacefully when everyone acts according to their nature. If someone acts against their nature, frustration comes, conflict increase, and dharma decline. So Krishna is teaching harmony, not hierarchy. Just like the body, head, arms, stomach, legs, all are important. No part is inferior, each has a function. So externally there are divisions of work, internally all souls are equal. So in the same Bhagavad Gita, Krishna explained that the wise see everyone equally, Brahman, cow, elephant, even a dog. So spiritual identity is beyond Varna. Varna is for social organization, not spiritual superiority. So, real success is not changing our nature, it is offering our nature in service. A teacher can serve Krishna, a leader can serve Krishna, a business person can serve Krishna, worker can serve Krishna. And when work is offered to Krishna, it becomes bhakti. So, this teaches us society is meant to function cooperatively. Nature is determined by qualities and work, and spiritually everyone is equal. And perfection comes when we offer our natural work to Krishna. So the goal is not to change our position, the goal is to purify our intention. Hare Krishna. Srimad Bhagavatam. In this section of Srimad Bhagavatam, great personalities are describing exalted personality qualities of an ideal king, Maharaj Prithu. Although it describes a king, these qualities are actually meant for all leader and even for all devotee. दृढ़ व्रतः मतलब firmly determined. Spiritual life required determination. Without firmness, we become distracted by the mode of nature. Satya Sandaha, truthful, is the foundation of dharma. When truth declines, society collapse. Brahmanaya, protector of spiritual culture. This means protecting knowledge, scripture, and saintly person. Vrida Sevakaha, servant of the elder. A true leader respects senior, humility attracts blessings. Sharanyaha, that is, give shelter. A real leader protects those who surrender, not exploit him. Sarva Bhutanam Mandaha gives respect to all living beings. Respect is not based on position, it is based on understanding that every soul is a part of Krishna. Dina Vatsalaha, merciful to the poor and innocent. So, compassion is the ornament of leadership. So today we may not be the king, but mother is a leader of home, teacher is a leader of society, manager is a leader in workplace, preacher is leader in spiritual society. So leadership in Bhagavatam means service, not control. The ideal king is compared to the father who is protective, responsible, and compassionate. So Maharaj Prithu here was glorified not because he ruled, but because he served. Chaitanya Charit Amrit 5.147. So this verse describes Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu traveling toward Jagannath Puri. While walking, he was absorbed in internal ecstasy, experienced intense love for Krishna, and when he reached Arthanala, the entrance area of Puri, he came slightly into external consciousness and began speaking with Nityanand Prabhu. So this small verse reveals something very deep about the Lord's internal and external state. Mahaprabhu has two visible conditions. Antardasha, that is completely absorbed in Krishna Prem. Bahya Dasha, interacting with the devotees. So when absorbed internally, he was tasting the mood of Radharani love for Krishna. And when he returned to external consciousness, it was for one reason, that is to bless other. So this teaches us a pure devotee lives internally with Krishna but externally serve the world. The verse says walking and walking. So this indicates determination, simplicity and renunciation. Mahaprabhu did not travel with royal comfort. He walked barefoot, chanting the holy name. And spiritual life is a journey step by step, name by name. And here Nityanand Prabhu, it represents mercy. When Mahaprabhu came to external consciousness, his first concern is the deliverance of soul. And Nityanand Prabhu later spread the body holy name freely, even to the most fallen. So this moment symbolizes ecstasy internally, compassion externally. So spiritual life is continuous walking toward the Lord. An internal absorption nourishes the soul, and external compassion benefits the world. So, pure love expresses itself as a mercy. May we learn from Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to balance remembrance and service. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Srila Prabhupada ki